Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to share with you guys, even though it's a bit late in the month, we're almost to the end of November, but I'm going to share with you guys what I got for the November kit from the SCT sampler, and this would be November 2020. Now Moira and I are going to be doing our videos a little bit different this month. We're going to share what we got in our kits, and right afterwards in this same video we're going to share our layouts using the kit. So be sure to go on over to Moira's channel where she'll share what came in her kit. Her contents vary slightly from what I got, and also be sure to stick around and take a look at her project using the kit. And I will go ahead and add the timestamp for the layout on my video down below in the description box. So if you want to go ahead and skip this part, the unboxing, you can, but I would love if you stick around and see all the goodies we got in the kit. These are about $12 per month, and you get all of these items here, a really nice sampling from different collections, different recent collections. So I really love getting these each month. I actually just signed up, resubscribed for the 3rd year. So I'm really happy with this little goodie that comes every month in the mail. So here we have this month items from American Crafts. We have Storyteller collection by Vikki Bhutan. We also have items from Late Afternoon collection by Amy Tan. And we have some stickers from Close to My Heart. And of course we get the exclusive word from SCT, which would be family. Now this is acrylic, and you guys know I use these on my layouts using the kit, and I have a photo already picked out that will go perfectly with this acrylic piece. I cannot wait to get started on that project. But first I'm gonna give you guys a look at all the items that came in my kit this month. So first up, I'm gonna show you guys here from Close to My Heart. We have these Oh Dear collection. We have these wood grain stickers. You can see we have some stars and some trees here. And now we can get into Vikki Bhutan Storyteller. I absolutely love the Vikki Bhutan Storyteller collection. If you guys have been following me here on my channel, you may have seen a recent haul that I did where I shared what I got from the collection. So I was happy to see a bit more because I really truly love it. Now, I cannot remember all of the exact names for each of these pattern papers, but I will go ahead and add the links down in my description box so you can go on over and check out the exact name of each paper and also see them in their 12 by 12 and their full 12 by 12 sizes. Because as you guys know, these are sampler kits. So we basically get a 6 by 6 sheet here that's cut down from a 12 by 12 size. And we get a sampling of different collections each month in our kits, which I absolutely love. So you can see on these pattern papers here, we have a really lovely pattern, busy pattern on one side. And on the flip side, we have what can be used as a solid, as a background paper on a layout. Here we have this black background with the white script. It's really distressed looking. And here we have the salmon color. So these are the papers we got from the Storyteller collection. And we also got these word phrases stickers here. This is from the sticker booklet. So I got one sheet of the stickers that came in that booklet. And like I said, Moira's contents will be a little bit different, so she may not get this exact sheet. She may get something different. Here we have a journaling card. And we also got some ephemera pieces from Storyteller. And also this butterfly sticker. I actually did not get any of the butterfly stickers when I purchased this collection for myself. So I'm glad I have one here to play with. So we got some really cool ephemera pieces here. And here we have items from Late Afternoon by Amy Tan. And once again, I got just a few pieces from this collection, not a lot at all. So I was definitely happy to see this collection, including the stamp set, which you'll get a look at in just a few. But first up, we have the pattern papers. Once again, these are cut down from 12 by 12 pattern papers. Here we have the cut apart sheet. These are the cut aparts I got. Moira's own might be different than this. I love this side. I love the colors. Here we have some really beautiful fall leaves. And I love the hint of teal in there. The little pop of teal mixed in with all of these other colors. You see the traditional orange and yellow and green. But we also have the pink and the darker pink there and the teal. I have this pattern paper already and I love it. I love fussy cutting these cameras out and using them as embellishments on my layout. Now, this is one of the reasons I like getting this kit. Just one of the reasons is that I can see this pattern here and I love it. So I might want to get the 12 by 12 size for this one. And I wouldn't have known that if I did not get this little sampling here, because I already picked up some of the items, but I did not pick up that one. Here we have some cut apart cards, and on the back side, this might have just been a full 12 by 12 lined pattern paper. I am not sure, but on this side we have the cut apart 2 pieces. So I'll take a look at the 12 by 12 online and see if it is indeed a full sheet of lined paper. I am curious now to see if it is. We also got some stickers here, some stars, arrows, and you can see those cute little rainbows at the bottom. And I love this here. Now this is called a pocket note. It's a little pocket with a little card. You can write your journaling on there and just stick it in there and add it to your layout. We also have some puffy stickers and some stickers. Autumn skies and pumpkin pies, get lost in what you love, and falling for you. And we also have some washi this month, and here you can see all the months of the year. I'm gonna just go ahead and you can see there it's repeated. And I am going to be challenged using this washi. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use it yet. I have an idea of the layout that I want to create. I have the photo, of course, picked out. I have an idea of what I want it to look like, but I'm not quite sure how I'll use this washi tape, but I feel like I want just to challenge myself to use it. And the part that I love the best would be the piece that stays around even after you use up all of these beautiful ephemera pieces and pattern paper. You have a stamp set. So you can definitely use this on future layouts. So you can see there, live with a grateful heart. You have the really cute sweater with the word love on there. And the word love looks to be separate from the sweater, so you can use it on its own. We have those cute little hearts. We have this banner here that you can add the sentiment to. That says a really great day. You can stamp this out in a solid color, any color, and add that there. Look at this cute coffee cup there. Food, friends, fun. You have this wreath here and a heart that's separate from the wreath in the center. Choose happy. And a floral piece here that you can, it looks to be an outline, so you can definitely color that in. You can color this in as well. These leaves are outlined. There's 12 stamps altogether in this set. And of course it's from the Late Afternoon collection from Amy Tan. So stick around. I am going to go ahead and put this away. Well, not put it away, but just clear my desk here and begin working on my project. So here I'm showing you guys the photo that I'll be documenting today, which is of myself, my husband, my 3 sons, and my brand new daughter. This photo was taken back in 2005 when I gave birth to my daughter, and it was at the hospital about just about 2 to 3 hours after, and they all came to visit and meet their brand new sister, and we took that family photo there. So once I saw that acrylic piece that says family, I knew I wanted to use this photo with that piece and go ahead and document it today. So right now I'm just choosing some pattern paper to use as my background, and I decided to go ahead and do a sort of a grid design. So I am going to choose a cardstock here, a solid cardstock from the Neutrals cardstock pack from American Crafts. This is a textured cardstock. And I chose this really deep brown toffee colored cardstock as my base. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut these 6x6 pattern papers into 3x3 squares. Now, of course, when I lay these down on my cardstock, it's gonna fill up the entire cardstock, but you'll see later on I will go ahead and cut them down just a tiny bit more to add a border all the way around. Now you can see I'm sticking closely to just 2 colors, but of course we have a lot of different patterns here. And I went ahead and laid them out onto my cardstock, just making sure I don't have the same colors and the same patterns next to each other. Now, once I have them all laid out exactly how I want them, I decided I wanted that border all the way around. So that meant I needed to go ahead and remove about a 1/2 inch off the squares that's on the outer edge. So for example, the one that I'm doing right now, that's the lower right corner. I'm going to remove 1/2 inch off the right side of that square and also 1/2 inch off the bottom of that square. The one right above it, only one side of it is going to be towards the edge of the cardstock. So I'm just going to remove 1/2 inch off the right side of that square. I'll go ahead and repeat this for all of my squares that's on the outer edge only. The squares that's in the center, those will remain 3x3. So here I am going to use my craft mat just to help me line up my cardstock and pattern paper to make sure it's inside of my layout, 1/2 inch on the bottom and the side, the right side. That way, once that first square was lined up correctly, I used it as a guide to go ahead and line up the remaining squares on my layout. So you can see this background is pretty busy, even though it's just 2 colors that I'm using, 2 different colors. I have different shades of those colors, and also the patterns make my background really busy. So that means I am going to keep my embellishments to a minimum. I'm going to keep my layout very simple, otherwise that way my photo will remain the focal point. So here I'm just going to continue laying down my squares. Once all of those squares are laid down, I will go ahead and start working on my photo and adding some layers behind it. Now the first layer I add would be a navy blue pattern paper. That was one from Vikki Bhutan. And I'm going to add just a thin border of that blue behind my photo, and that helps it stand out a little bit more. And you can see in the photo the gown, the hospital gown I am wearing, have a little bit of blue, so it matched pretty well with my photo, and I think it looks really great against the maroon, red, and that mustardy yellow on this layout. After I add this blue matte, I am going to add it to that salmon, that sort of pink salmon colored pattern paper. And I am going to leave the bottom part of that there. So I'm going to use the full 6x6 sheet that came with the kit. And that way I can go ahead and add some stamping on there and also add my title, and it won't get lost on that busy background. Now I'm going to use what was left from that navy blue, create some strips, which I'll add to the top left corner to create a cluster to the top, and to the bottom right where I'm going to add another cluster. And you can see there I'm adding a piece of that navy above that salmon color mat. Now I decided here to go ahead and stamp directly on my pattern paper as a second generation stamp, and you can see I stamped it off first on a scrap piece of paper, and then the second stamping without re-inking was directly on the layout. That way it's light enough that I can see my word phrase once I add it on that banner, and it's not too dark because the first stamp using that sapphire ink pad is really dark. Now I think it looks okay the way it is directly on the pattern paper, but I wanted it to stand out just a tiny bit more with my title. So I will eventually go in and create that same banner using the same second generation stamping, using a piece of white cardstock instead. And once I create that word phrase on there, that banner with the word phrase, it says a really great day, by the way, I am going to go ahead and add it to my layout right under the word family, the acrylic piece. You can see I also used some stamps, the heart stamps from the stamp set, to add to those clusters, to the cluster on the top left, and also the ones around my photo. So now I wanted to go ahead and use that washi tape. And like I said, when I did the unboxing, that washi tape would be very challenging to use. I was not sure what to do with it because basically it's just the months of the year repeated. But I decided to add it to the bottom part of my photo mats there and circle the word April, which was the month that this photo was taken, the month that my daughter was born. So later on I do go in and shorten up that strip just a tiny bit, but for now I added to the bottom of that 6x6 paper there, and I'm circling the word April using a zig writer. And this is very old, I'm not even sure if this is available anymore. It's the pure blue color, and it goes really well with this navy blue that I used here on this layout. And I'll go ahead and just circle that in. I also used that same zig writer to add just a tiny bit of journaling that says Stephanie's birthday was a special day and the month and year she was born. So now I'm going to use some of these word phrases from the sticker sheet we got in the kit, and this is from Vikki Bhutan. Now those were vellum stickers, and they were a pain in the butt to get off that sheet. I ended up just using a piece of washi and just pressing it down to the top of the sticker and pulling up, and that's how I was able to get that very, very thin vellum sticker off without grabbing the back of the sticker as well. So I added two actually to the top left cluster, two above my photo, and two below my photo. And I will give you guys a closer look at the end so you can read those if you like. And there you can see I used the pattern paper from Amy Tan with all of those really cute cameras. I fussy cut those out, and I am using those as embellishments, and those would be the only embellishments here on the layout, except for some cork hearts I'm going to add in a little bit. So you can see this is very simple, just some stamping on here, those cameras, those word phrases, and here I'm adding in the cork hearts. I'm just using my art glitter glue to go ahead and adhere those down. And I keep this very, very simple. I love how this turned out. My photo is definitely standing out against that really busy background, but I absolutely love that grid design. Now, at this point, I have the word family on there, and I felt like it's standing out by itself because it's really bright. It's a bright white against all of these other darker colors. So to help it feel a little bit more balanced and not out of place, I decided to use my white gel pen to add a few details here on my layout. But first up, I am inking the edge using the same ink pad I used to stamp with earlier, which is the Sapphire from Close to My Heart. And I'm just using my finger dauber just to ink the edges of the cardstock. And this is where I'll go in with my white gel pen, and I'm going to add some faux stitching on all of those navy blue pattern papers that I added earlier. So the top left strip, the bottom right, and the top and the bottom of my mats. I'm also going to use the same gel pen, and this size I believe is 0.1. And I'll go ahead and link the pack that I got it in down in my description box. But that is the 0.1, I believe, which is a broad, a wider point. And I got those thicker lines. I also added a border all the way around, as you can see there. And I'm just thickening up certain parts of my border, not all of it. And here we have the finished layout. I hope you guys enjoy the process today and the unboxing. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Also give me a thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget, go on over, check out Moira's video now and see what she created using the November SCT sampler kit. And be sure to come back and check out our layouts again very soon. So I want to thank you all for watching today. And until my next video, bye.